Welcome to this explainer. Right now, we're unpacking a seriously provocative theory recently presented by creator Andrei Jikh. It's a wild framework that attempts to connect some massive dots between global conflict, vast sums of capital, and the aggressive push toward artificial intelligence. Instead of looking at world events purely through politics, this theory asks us to view them through a strictly financial lens. Let's dive in and see exactly how this argument suggests the race for AI is fundamentally reshaping global warfare.
And we're jumping right into the deep end with his central claim that Israel is the cover story for the US empire. Now, let me be super clear up front. Our goal today is not to endorse or validate this viewpoint. We're just neutrally unpacking how the mechanics of this theory work. This framework presents global conflict not as an ideological struggle, but as a deliberate, highly calculated business model. It suggests that specific nations are basically just cogs in a much larger machine designed to keep the world in a perpetual state of conflict.
So, to understand how the creator justifies this heavy claim, we have to look at three main pillars. Pillar 1, the forever war model.
This model is the foundational economic engine that, according to the theory, has been running the world for decades. At the center of it is the military-industrial complex, or the MIC for short. In this framework, the MIC is a vast financial network that only makes money when there is an active, ongoing war. Think about it from a purely corporate perspective. Just like a software company needs subscribers, this machine literally requires continuous global instability to generate revenue. Without conflict, the profits just dry up.
This translates into a brutal, self-sustaining business loop. Step 1, create conflict. Step 2, sell the weapons to fight that conflict. And Step 3, rebuild the cities destroyed by those very weapons. It's a mechanical cycle of destruction and reconstruction, driven entirely by the need to keep capital flowing. Someone has to actually be out there fighting to keep those wheels turning.
But where does this cycle operate most effectively? According to this theory, the answer is the Middle East. Because of its vast resources and geopolitical positioning, it serves as the ultimate strategic anchor. It is the perfect stage for that three-step loop of conflict, weapons sales, and rebuilding to play out on repeat.
Which brings us to the specific role of Israel within this theory. The argument explicitly states its job is to keep the Middle East unstable enough that the forever war model never runs out of customers. So it's really about temperature control. Not total global destruction, but just enough continuous regional instability to guarantee a permanent market for that military machine.
But, nothing lasts forever. Something eventually has to give. This brings us to Pillar 2, the pivot to AI.
The theory claims this long-standing forever war model is inevitably hitting its expiration date. We are supposedly standing at a massive historical crossroads, where global capital is abandoning the old paradigm and pouring directly into a brand new model, profit via robots and AI. We are currently witnessing an unprecedented transfer of wealth as the major financial incentives fundamentally shift away from military conflict.
And why this shift right now? Because AI is framed here as the build-out of the last technology humans will ever need to build. Think about that for a second. That is a massive statement. It's not just the newest tech trend, it's the ultimate, final frontier of human engineering. Because of that, the potential for profit is infinitely larger, and capital naturally flows to wherever the highest returns are. Basically, AI has finally eclipsed the old military-industrial engine.
But this raises a major logistical question. How does a transition that massive actually happen? You can't exactly move trillions of dollars and completely rewire the global power structure overnight without anyone noticing, right? If you're dismantling a machine that has run geopolitics for decades, you have to carefully manage the public perception of that shutdown.
And that requires a very specific playbook. So let's look at Pillar 3, the exit strategy.
The theory argues that the wild geopolitical shifts and news headlines we're seeing right now are actually part of a coordinated transition checklist. To safely move global capital away from war and into AI, you need three things. First, an exit strategy to wind down the war without a system collapse. Second, a face to anchor the public's attention. And third, on-brand unified messaging from everyone so the transition appears natural and consensus-driven.
So what does that look like in the real world? Well, the theory points directly to the recent, highly visible public criticism of Israel from some unexpected figures. According to this framework, that sudden shift isn't just organic public outrage, it's a deliberate, calculated messaging strategy designed to tick the boxes on that exact checklist.
As the theory states, all that criticism gives us the exit narrative. Everyone is now on the same page. By coordinating this criticism, the powers that be are effectively closing the book on the old military business model. They are constructing an exit narrative that satisfies the public, while quietly funneling resources into the AI and robotics revolution.
It's all about getting everyone aligned so they can facilitate that massive financial pivot.
Which leaves us with a really provocative question to think about. Do financial shifts actually dictate our global narratives? Are the geopolitical conflicts and sudden shifts in public opinion we see truly driven by human ideology, or are they carefully constructed exit strategies designed to mask the movement of trillions of dollars into the next era of technology? It's a lens that literally changes how you read the news. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep asking the big questions.